Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to our homestead. I am so excited to give you guys a little update of what's been going on lately. We took a little bit of a YouTube break recently, and so I'm excited. I do have a lot to share with you guys. So come along this morning. It's a beautiful morning, and I will start showing you guys everything we're doing. I'm not sure if I've ever taken you guys through a morning here on our homestead or not, so I'm going to go ahead and do that today because I figure why not. So first thing I do when I wake up is I let our farm cats out. All of them are in here. They all got caught last night besides one. I have a couple of them that are a little more skittish, sometimes don't pop up. So, hi guys. Good morning. And their trailer used to be our home. So it's kind of funny. It's kind of destroyed now. Cheapin'. Poor girl. But they come out slowly. Let's shut this trap. Nothing got caught last night. I try to set traps every single night. And then usually I go over here to my chickens. I do have to water them this morning, but I'll go ahead and let them out first. Hi girls! You can see them through their little windows. Good morning, girls. Let them out here. We're thinking about incorporating our other chickens in with these guys. We've had a little bit of a problem with the roosters just being super mean in the morning because we have so many roosters. But otherwise, they're all doing well. Their grass is actually growing back in their little area that they're able to get to. So they now have grass, and a couple trees are growing for shade, which is super helpful. Eventually, it'll be super helpful anyway. There's not much we do with the bunnies in the morning. We'll feed everybody here soon. And then usually I go to let my dog out, and we have our other little area of chickens as well out in the field. Miss Petunia goes out. I lock her up in the shop every night because I know she's not a big enough dog to defend herself. She thinks she is, but we know she's not, so. And then we go ahead and come over, and I gotta let the goats out. And you guys can see how big they're getting. We actually have a new goat addition coming soon as well. She'll also be a female. I believe she's a tricolor, but she is mostly white. She also does have blue eyes. She comes from really good lines, purebred Nigerian dwarf lines. Just gonna unlock their latches. We're gonna let the girls out. Come on, girls. Petunia, quiet. Petunia sometimes scares them, so we'll let them follow. Come on, Peach. Come on, Papaya. Usually they'll just run to the field with me. We're kind of excited, hoping to get, actually we will be getting hopefully, some babies come spring from them. And we're also looking at doing pigs. There's been a lot going on. And it's been a while, I know, since I've updated everyone. You can see some new things going on. So I'll get the girls in here and shut their gate. And I'll show you guys. After I let out our other chickens, I'll show you what we've been doing. Good morning, girls. And the girls, of course, kind of wonder. Usually I get their grain out at this point. So they're probably wondering where the hell it is, but they'll just have to wait a few minutes. They go right over to their bucket. So. Good morning, girls. Miss Petunia. I'm hoping someday we'll be good with the whole getting a livestock dog and seeing how that goes. We've tried fostering a couple times and doing different things in hopes of getting a dog that is good with all kinds of farm animals, stays on the property, and it's been a hard one. I'm not that great with training livestock guardians. Hopefully someday. Good morning, girls. Come on, girls. Luckily last night I already went ahead and collected all their eggs, so they don't really have any in there. Most of them still have food this morning, so I probably won't have to feed them. Besides checking water levels, I could actually fill their water. This week we have temperatures that are upper 90s to low 100s. Sounds like we got a hawk out. But I've actually never had a chicken killed by a hawk out here, or eagles, which is, I deem, very lucky. Alright, so I have something to show you guys on the side of our shop here that we have finished up for the most part besides the inside. My husband has started this area all right here. We're going to have it fenced in. It's going to be for pigs. But what we have done here is we finished off this wall with plywood. It didn't have, it wasn't a full wall. So we finished it off and we put a door on it. And the inside, you're peeing right in my path, girl. Let me get you on the inside here and I'll show you guys. Hopefully it'll be bright enough in there to see it this morning. The girls might just follow us in here this morning. I'm excited for this. We're excited to get a breeding pair of pigs and piglets. So, as you guys can hopefully see a little bit, not very well obviously, but there's concrete starting here. This little area we're working on concreting in, putting a little bit of a backsplash for the concrete. The black tar you guys can see, we lined that along the side of the tin so that the tin won't get rusted out by the pigs getting all messy. We have some predator netting we're going to end up doing in the little areas of light you see coming through the bottom. We have all of this is concrete and stone, so that's going to be good for the pigs hopefully. And we're going to put pens in this area, so it'll be nice. We'll put pens. We have electrical actually out here, so eventually we'll do lights. We already have fan running. So another thing you guys can see in the back there, we have 50 square bales. We actually got that from our property this year, and I'm super happy to have that because obviously we will have our goats who need that running through the winter. And so I'll show you guys the field, which we got it from one of our neighbors. We were really lucky to know that he lives right down the road. He came over and asked us if he could bale our field for us, and we were going to do a 50-50 share on the hay. He didn't even take 50 of it. Most people that do the shares out here, they give you a third, they take 2/3. So we were really happy about that. How you doing, Papaya? Good morning. She says, where's my grain? Good morning, Peach. And Dolly. So we're super happy to have about 50 square bales already. We might get another cutting hopefully this year. We're a little late in the year, so we'll have to see how it goes. So this is one of the larger fields that we got the hay out of. It curves around the bottom. We have a fence down there. And this is where we got over 50 bales out. I think it was close to 60 on this side. And the other side was 40. That we have that field where the woods are over there. So that was pretty nice this year. A quick garden update as far as what we've been getting recently. I'm letting a couple things go to seed. Basil back there. We do have some good lettuce. I had already taken some seeds from it, so not too worried about that. The kale here is actually going to seed. It's a Russian blue. We have a Utah celery back there. For the most part, it's probably going to shoot seed because it's a colder crop, which is fine. I'm at least happy to collect seeds, and we will be doing a fall crop as well. So right here is our cantaloupe. You can see we have some cantaloupes on the vine. It's been doing pretty well. It came back from being totally dead to doing pretty well now. Watermelon is doing exceedingly well this year. We're usually not that good with watermelon, or at least I'm not. So this is our first year getting successful melons. You can see how huge this one is. And it's just about ready. We're just waiting for this little curly vine back here to kind of, it's hard to see it, to kind of die off a little bit so we know it's ripe. And there's more melons on the line, so they're doing very well. Our zucchini here has been dying back a little bit, which is fine. I've already collected seeds. We've gotten a good harvest from it, and we have produced a couple different things from it. So cucumbers are doing very well. I come out here every single night and we pick cucumbers because, like you can see, this is a national pickling. It's actually ready to pick already, and I just picked them last night. And then here's another one up here. It looks like it's ready to pick as well. You don't want to let them go yellow, otherwise the whole plant starts to die. And then we also have a long English cucumber down here, and they are super tasty for eating. And then our pie pumpkins, a couple of those are actually ready to pick too this morning. I will show you guys our harvest from last night. It was very good. So our tomatoes are just now starting to ripen up. Butternut squash is over here. I did pick it for the most part last night. There's a couple still on the vine. And then we have tomatoes, cherry tomatoes right over here, Roma tomatoes here. Let's see, I have some that are a little more ripe, but I did just pick them also last night. We watered everything, and with the heat and all, I've tried to water at nighttime so that they can soak up a little more of that water and get some more nutrients. Over here, beef steak tomatoes, sandwich sliced tomatoes, and then peppers are doing pretty good back here. I'll have to pick a couple. I'm getting ready to make some salsa. So peppers, and then jalapenos. I got to start picking them because I got to actually get more. I've canned some jalapenos already. I like jalapenos. My husband doesn't care for them, so I do them. And then more tomatoes. A couple of these bare spots that you see, those were some tomato plants that I had raised for someone else, so they had moved them. Cherry, Romas, just a mix assortment. Our sugar snap peas, I'm letting the pods kind of go to seed because they had slowly started to stop producing, but we did get a lot out of their harvest. And then our green beans, we've started picking every single couple days usually, and there's still a couple on the vine, but I do need to start harvesting them and getting some of them canned. And then carrots are back here doing very well. And then beets, a couple beets back there, some broccoli that had gone to seed that were waiting to go to seed. You can see some of the beets that are going to seed. I try to get seed from everything. This area had onions in it, and I went ahead and harvested them, and I turned most of them into onion powder. I did some chives as well. So the garden is doing very well. I have a lot of stuff I'm canning, a lot of recipes to share with you guys, and videos, tutorial videos I will do on the canning. Oh, and our small plot of corn and sunflowers. The corn is doing very well, and the sunflowers, a couple of them have popped open. I'm kind of confused back here if I'm just growing basically weeds or if I'm actually growing a sunflower crop. Either way, it's pretty, but we need the black oil sunflower seeds is what we're trying to get from it because we use them for feeding chickens and rabbits. Look at the sunrise this morning. It's so beautiful and peaceful out here. I love listening to the birds and watching the sunrise as I do my chores. It's so pretty. So here's that produce that I picked last night and this morning. We got a bunch of tomatoes. I have plenty in the fridge. I'm actually going to start salsa. I got a bunch of zucchini. I'm going to try to do a couple recipes for you guys on zucchini, especially large zucchinis like that, how to use them. A little butternut squash in the back, some of our pie pumpkins, and then on the other counter I was able to harvest some of the green beans, and then we also have our pickling cucumbers. So here are a couple canning recipes that I've tested so far this year and I've tried, and they were actually really good. We did some dill pickles, put a couple spices in there with them. They were really good. Mock pineapple, it basically it's zucchini that you put in pineapple and lemon juice, and it actually kind of does taste like pineapple. It's pretty darn close. I tried some zucchini relish, really good on toast and crackers and stuff like that. It is a really good flavor. I would personally do this more than I would do the mock pineapple again, but mock pineapple is probably good to have on hand. Also, I've done some cowboy candy using our jalapenos. I will do more of that, a tutorial of that one. And I'll probably do a tutorial of the zucchini relish, and if you guys want, I'll also try to do the mock pineapple as well as pickles, and then I'll have more on top of that. Thank you for watching, and thank you for all your support. I will have some new videos coming out this week, some canning and tutorial recipes on how we use our harvest. If you guys want to watch those, like, comment, subscribe, follow our channel along, and we'll share everything we can. Thank you for watching, guys.